Alright guys, so I wanted to look at the injury report today. This obviously is from Friday, which was yesterday. So I want to see what we're looking like going into this game. And to be honest, it's gonna be tough. Let's be honest. This game's gonna be tough. And we're gonna see if Joe Burrow can or cannot play. So starting off right away for the Rams side. They had Puka, who obviously is the number one receiver for them now, and he's the rookie receiver who's breaking all the records. Everyone's excited about him. Everyone's saying he's going to be better than Cooper Kupp. There's a lot of excitement around Puka, right? Well, he did have an oblique injury. He did not participate in practice on Thursday, and on Friday he was limited. Obviously today's Saturday, so we'll see if he practices to get today or not. But he is dealing with an oblique injury, so that's definitely gonna, hinder him a little bit going into this game versus the Bengals. The next guy we have here is Kobe Durrett, who is a defensive back. He has a groin injury, did not participate in practice on Thursday, limited on Friday. And then the last two guys they have is Joe Noteboom and Jonah Williams. Yes, ironically enough, Jonah Williams. We talked about this before in the video, but they have a defensive end named Jonah Williams. We have a right tackle named Jonah Williams. They're both kind of chubby white guys. They look almost identical. It's actually kind of funny, but I do not believe they're brothers though in any way. Williams is a common last name, and apparently Jonah is also a common first name for people who have Williams' last name. But yeah, so it's pretty funny. Listen, it's actually pretty funny, man. But it is what it is. So those are their injuries, and to be honest, not really many players hurt. I mean, they're probably not going to have any inactives due to injuries in this upcoming game. Maybe Kobe Durant. I think Puka definitely plays. Again, like I said, he is on a tear right now as a rookie receiver. But everybody else, they're probably going to play 100%. And it is what it is. Their team definitely struggles a lot when you look at the roster. The team struggles when it comes to depth purposes and really good players. But at the same time, they've been playing really good. And as I said in my last video, this team reminds me of the Seahawks last year, where the Seahawks last year looked absolutely amazing. They looked like a top 10 team in all honesty, when everyone thought that they were going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. And that's exactly what happened here to the Rams. Everyone thought they were going to be the worst team in the NFL, and now they're looking like a top 10 team. So just gotta take it one game at a time. Alright, so let's go down this list here, because we do have some other players to talk about for the Bengals. Bengals, we do have some injuries. First off, Joe Burrow has a calf strain still, but his injury is technically calf. But he's recovering from his calf strain. On Thursday, he did not participate in practice. Yesterday, it says limited, but that is such a interesting statement. He was limited, but he was also carted on by a cart and carted off by a cart, which, according to Jamar Chase, doesn't look good. And I think everyone with two eyes can figure out that doesn't look good to be carted onto the field by a cart and carted off the field by a cart. Really not wanting to put too much pressure on your calf. So we're probably going Jake Browning for this game, and that's definitely going to hurt us a lot. But you know what? Next man up mentality. You got to deal with adversity, and you're going to have to keep on going forward. Tyson Anderson also has a calf injury. He was limited on Thursday, full on Friday. Looks like he is going to be playing for this upcoming game. Nick Scott has a concussion he got last week. He was limited on Thursday, Friday full, so he looks like he will be playing his former team. Revenge game for Nick Scott. Joseph Asai was full on Thursday and full on Friday. 100% he's going to be playing this game, which I am so excited about. If you do not realize how much of a W it is to get him back on this lineup, I don't know what else to tell you. This is probably one of the biggest W's we're getting this year so far, is the fact that Joseph Asai is back. Akeem Davis-Gaither. He did not participate in practice. Actually, no, he got a rest day, I believe, on Thursday. But Friday, he was limited. So that's definitely something to take into consideration. He right now is dealing with a knee injury. Irv Smith Jr. does have a hamstring injury. He was nothing on Thursday and limited on Friday. Now, of course, that absolutely sucks because he's been actually a pretty good blocker for us as of late, the last two games. And of course, when we got him, his biggest problem was injuries. Throughout his whole entire career, he could have been the best tight end in football, but he just can't stay healthy. He always finds a way to get injured. Obviously, that's not on his own volition, but still, though, it sucks to, really constantly, like, and not constantly for us, but for him, obviously, it sucks for him to constantly deal with injuries. But for us, it sucks that, we got someone we knew had injury concerns. We knew wasn't 100%. We let Hayden Hurst walk, right? We let him go. We didn't draft a tight end. We didn't try to, make up for the problem at tight end. Instead, we went and signed one, and I have no problem with that. But we didn't sign Mike Gesicki. We signed Irv Smith, who we knew going into it was going to have injury concerns. Like, that wasn't like, oh, wow, this is so crazy. He has injury concerns. He's on the injury report after 2 weeks. Like, yeah, we kind of knew that was going to be a thing or potentially a thing if, we went ahead and signed him. And what do you know? Like clockwork, he's back on that injury report. Hopefully this is not a long-term issue and it's just okay and it's just like a nagging hamstring and he'll be fine and we can get back to work and he'll be fine for this game and fine for games moving forward. But again, like I said, it's definitely a thing when you look at it and you're like, we got it, we can't do that. Like, but we constantly do that. But it is what it is. Like I said before, next year's draft, I think we definitely probably take a tight end in the draft in some way. Whether it's first, second, third, fourth, fifth round, I think honestly we might take like a right tackle in the first round if we lose Jonah Williams, and then potentially after that a tight end because we need to get a tight end that we can trust and know can truly develop into a superstar. We've tried it before with Drew Sample was a second round pick and a couple other tight ends we took in the past. And they never really panned out too much. Eifert panned out, but he also had injury concerns. Like, I was singing the same story, but with different names, man. It's like that Bon Jovi song. It's all the same, only the names will change, right? That's literally what we're doing right now. The Bon Jovi song is everything. It's all the same, only the names will change. But it'll be okay, though. We should be absolutely fine for this game. And again, like I said for the Rams here, the only player that might be out is Joe Burrow. And if Joe is not out for this game, we're probably going to have everyone for this game. Maybe not 1,000% fully healthy. Like, they're not 1,000% fully healthy either. But we should have everyone back for this game. And hopefully that means something special can happen in this game. Well, like I said, hopefully. Because it's going to be a long game. It's Monday Night Football. Got Boomer Esiason and Chad Johnson going to the Ring of Honor. Let's get our first W for them. Who Dey Nation. Who Dey out.